Hello and welcome to Fluent Korean. This course is called Korean Grammar 1.4, 한국어 문법 1.4. This is part 1 of lesson 4, 제4과. The title of this lesson is Amy is a teacher. Amy가 선생님이에요. So let's take a look at a sentence like Amy가 선생님이에요. We know that 이에요 means is in this context. 선생님 means teacher and Amy means Amy. Remember, there are no indefinite or definite articles in Korean. So the only concept that is new in this sentence is ka. Ka is a subject marking particle that indicates the subject of a sentence. It is used after a word that ends in a vowel. So for example, Amy plus the subject marker will be Amy가. So how would you construct the sentence 슬기 is Korean using the subject marker? It'll be 슬기가 한국 사람이에요.
With Korean names that end in a consonant, E is added to make it easier to pronounce. An example is 정민이가. 정민 is a name that ends in a consonant, so E is inserted before the ka to make it easier to pronounce. 슬기 is a name that ends in a vowel, so you don't insert the E before the subject particle ka. So let's make the sentence 정민 is a nurse in Korean. How would you say this in Korean? The answer is 정민이가 간호사예요. So let's look at a sentence like John is an office worker. In Korean, this sentence is 요한이 회사원이에요. With foreign names that end in a consonant, the 이가 rule does not apply. So with a name like Johan, it'll be 요한이. Johan is a foreign name that ends in a consonant. When a word ends in a consonant, the subject marking particle will be E. However, 정민 is a Korean name that ends in a consonant. So you have the option of adding 이가 to this name. So it will be 정민이가 or 정민이. So let's do some practice making sentences. How would you say William is a British person in Korean? The answer is 윌리엄이 영국 사람이에요. So remember, 가 or 이 indicates the subject of a sentence, but 는 or 은 indicates the topic of a sentence. So when would you use 이 or 가 or 은 or 는? Well, one situation where you use 는 or 은 or the topic marker is when the topic of a sentence changes. So for example, the first sentence is 안드레이가 변호사예요. The first sentence uses the subject marker 가. However, the sentence following that is 저는 회사원이에요. The second sentence uses the topic marker 는. So the second sentence used 는 to indicate that the topic of the sentence has changed. The first sentence expressed that Andre is a lawyer. However, the second sentence has changed the topic. In the second sentence, we are no longer talking about Andre. To express this change in topic, the second sentence uses the topic marker 는.
So let's do an exercise. There are two sentences you will have to translate. The first sentence is John is a doctor, and the second sentence is I am a student. So let's tackle the first sentence. The first sentence will be 요한이 의사예요. The second sentence will be 나는 학생이에요. So the first sentence used the subject marker E to denote that John was the subject of the sentence. The second sentence used the topic marker 는 to denote that the topic of the sentence changed. Now let's do a listening exercise. Listen to the following sentences to figure out the doctor's name. 에이미는 가수예요. 슬기는 비서예요. 아유미는 의사예요. So the answer is letter B. Ayumi is the doctor. Now let's do some reading practice. Read part A on your own without a pronunciation guide. If you have difficulty, repeat after me. 저는 윌리엄이에요. Now let's read part B. 나는 슬기예요. That's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.